I suppose after games like that, you wonder how you quite haven't scored.
Well, that was it, wasn't it? You know, the team that we had on at the start created quite a few opportunities, and we said at half time, you know, we're gonna make a mistake if we don't score our goals. I don't know how many chances there were, but anyway, a game's 90 minutes and a game's a squad, and I think these are vultures flying around at the minute for that lot out there, because there was a few that are not quite up to our level of commitment, and they're going to learn very quickly that our level of commitment is a lot more than what theirs is at the minute. So it's only what we had to do with the lads that we had last year. It took them a little while to get into it, and it's taken taken our lads a little time to get into it. Although the first group looked decent, I was pleased with them, other than not taking one or two of the 20 odd chances.
Just the end of the game, two defensive slips, mistakes were decided at times.
Yeah, well, we played too many back passes anyway, to be honest with you. And one was always going to come unstuck. Joey just come on, and you know, it was another ball that got him behind, and it went short. And Webby's one, was it a slip? I think he just slipped over and the leg got in, but we should have been long outside by then. But anyway, that's another thing. Actually, next time I'll remember to keep that first group on when it's going well, but pre-season you try and give everybody a chance. So looks to me like some of them boys have got to do a little bit to get into our first team.
And just moving on to your next game, Swansea City on Friday, another completely different prospect, but a team that will keep the ball and blast.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, there's shoes on the other foot like that one. Like, you know, we had a lot of possession today up until the last 15-20 minutes, but and on Friday I should think the opposition are going to have a lot of play. So, you know, we'll try and pick a team that's a bit more committed. We're showing them they've still got more running in their legs, so they didn't do enough. That's why we're making them do a bit of work now. You know, we had don't like to use shrinking violets so early, but I wasn't happy with a few of them, but they'll get to know me pretty quick.
All young lads as well, aren't they, that are currently out there that will learn, you hope, quickly?
Yeah. Well, they've got to learn quickly. The thing is, you wouldn't normally put them all in the same team at any one time, sort of thing, you know. So, anyway, there's a couple of the old ones there. Paddy kept giving the ball away all the time, and you know, he's a fantastic striker. He's got to learn to, you know, keep possession sometimes. And some of them wouldn't have done themselves any favours as a first impression.
Moving on to first impressions, a surprise name perhaps on the Yeovil Town team shooting, Danny Seaborn. What's the deal with him?
Well, we like him, Danny, and you know, if I can, I'll have a chat with him, and it'd be nice to be able to do something. He looks a quality player. We know he's a quality footballer. He was unlucky, and he had a problem that kept him out for a year and a half. But you know, we think he's back now, and we're hoping to use our location because he lives around this way, and probably rather sight Russ than Torquay. With all due respect, maybe not after today. But you know, he's available, and you know, we've staked a claim, and hopefully I can talk him into it because he's perfect for left-sided centre back and left back.
Okay. Just moving down the list as well, Nana at left back. He's been here for a few weeks now.
Yeah, well, Nana's really a right back, and really, you know, he's come back from a horrendous injury, and he still looks, you know, that he still needs a bit of time to sort of prove himself. But he'll prove it better on the right-hand side when he gets that opportunity. At the moment, we haven't got a left back. We will have, you know, obviously when Jamie gets fit. And also, you know, we're looking at other options for left back as well. So then he can wait his opportunity in the position that he's best at, right side.
Just an extended look then, really, at Nana.
Yeah, well, I know Nana well. I'm really giving him the opportunity to get over his, you know, get a bit more match fitness, match sharpness, because he has been away a long time.
Okay. Spoke to Macca earlier today, and he said that he hopes to be perhaps training in a couple of weeks. But is there any, you know, extended concern because he's missed a lot of pre-season training and might not necessarily miss a shot?
Yeah. No, it's a worry, you know, and it's an injury that was at the wrong time for us, you know, because you know, we want to start getting our first team together. Certainly the ones we worked so hard with all last year. We want to give them that opportunity, but you know, we'll have to wait and see whether he's. I can't see him being ready for the start of the season, but you know, he always remains optimistic that he'll be ready, but he wouldn't have had enough games behind him by the time he comes round.
Should have gone to Lords rather than Portugal then for the training.
Probably, yeah. You're right, mate.
Youngie and Ralphie, is there any update on those two? Because Youngie obviously had a bit of second half action today.
Yeah, he did. You know, he's still getting over his ankle problem, so we have to look after him. And he's the same. The other lad, Ralphie, you know, he's still having a few problems with his knees, which is we're seeing more specialists and getting more scans, and he's struggling at the minute. And hopefully somebody will find exactly what the problem is.
Okay. Junior, he's out there doing a little bit more running at the moment.
Yeah. You know, Jimmy's here. We'll make a decision on him soon, but you know, you could say obviously you get too much inexperience around, then it sort of ends up causing you a problem. But he's a good footballer, and we'll have to see whether we think that ability is enough to get him a place in the championship group.
Okay, and to end the who's who tick list people, there's no one as more Becerra, the former Plymouth player.
Yeah, but the problem with him is his work permits run out.
Okay.
And you know, we can't afford to wait 5 or 6 weeks for someone's work permit because he'd have missed the first 5 or 6 games of the season. And there's new rules coming in now for non-EU players, you know, from Zimbabwe, and so you know it's probably going to be difficult for us to sign him now. Although you know he's a good player and we'd have liked to have taken him on, but it's not looking good. There's a lot of negatives towards it.
Okay, well, final thing, you said before you went to Portugal about how, you know, 2 or 3 days can seem in a training camp can seem like a lifetime. Did you know, did it have the desired effect? Did you learn as much as you wanted to?
Yeah, it did. We did learn a lot, and you know, there's a lot of things that we know already about the ones we've had for longest. We're still learning about the new ones, you know, and they're all good lads. You know, they're all sort of in their heads trying, but they wasn't trying in their bodies today. So anyone who's put everything into a half is not going to be able to run like they run now. So we're just proving to them that there's still a bit more in their legs. Yeah.